Grace Lutheran students, how are you today? We are actually going to talk about transportation. When we would come to preschool, what forms of transportation would we use? Would you ride in a car, or would you walk to school and maybe use a stroller? If you rode in a car, there are different forms of transportation. You could have used a car, or maybe you rode in mommy's minivan or a truck. Those are all forms of transportation. There's also some other forms of transportation that you might not have thought about. What about a train? Has anyone ever ridden on a train before? I have. It's so much fun. And then in the summertime, our family loves to go on boat rides on the lake. So that's a form of transportation. One form of transportation that we're going to read a book about today are airplanes. Has anyone ever taken a trip on an airplane where they had to go fly high in the sky? If not, that's okay, because we're going to learn all about it today in our book. But airplanes are really, really fun to learn about. So let's get started. Amazing Planes by Tony Minute and Aunt Parker. Whoosh! A plane is amazing, for it travels through the air, above the clouds for miles and miles, so very fast and high. An airport is a place you go to take a trip by air. You check in at a terminal to show that you have paid your fare. See, he's showing that he's paid for his tickets and they're loading their luggage. The ground crew weighed your luggage and load it into a hold. And then you take a walkway to the plane where you are told. The flight deck is where the captain and the co-pilot do their jobs. They both know how to fly the plane with all its dials and knobs. They radio control tower to check that the runway's clear. They can't take off unless it is with other planes so near. By intercom, the captain on the flight deck says hello. Hello, this is your captain speaking. We have to put on your seatbelts before the plane can go. A plane is big and heavy, yet it climbs up really high. It zooms along the runway and soars into the sky. The wings hold heavy engine jets, which are loud and very strong. They suck in air and blow it through to swoosh the plane along. When the plane moves fast enough, the air around so swift, it pushes up beneath the wings and makes the whole plane lift. Plane's going swoosh. Soon the plane is in the air, so now you're on your flight. The cabin crew looks after you to make sure you're all right. They bring you drinks and magazines and trays of food to eat. And sometimes there's a movie you can watch while in your seat. When the journey's over, the captain lands the plane. The control tower has to say it's safe for coming down again. You sit with your seatbelt fastened. There's a bumpy rumbling sound. The wheels are making contact and the plane is on the ground. At last, the doors are opening. Then out you come with smiles. So give a cheer, hooray, you're here. We've flown for miles and miles. The end. That is such a fun book. If you were were in My Twos class, your last craft that got sent home was about an airplane. So let's go over that one, and then I've also got some other ideas for you, okay? In your packet was an airplane. It was all white with just a picture of an airplane. You can just color that. My daughter Addison just colored this one. She made it beautiful. Or you can color it and cut it out, and you can glue it on the blue paper that you had. And we gave you some cotton balls. If you glue some cotton balls on your paper, that's for clouds in the sky. Also in your packet was a captain's hat. You can color it and then cut it out and then put a little strip around it, and you can pretend that you're a captain of an airplane. If you were not in My Twos class, that's okay. You can draw a picture of an airplane, and I'm sure mom and dad have cotton balls at home. You can just glue some cotton balls and make your own picture of an airplane. Some other ideas that I thought of from your packet is cars. Cars for transportation. We talked about that. If you have little cars at your house, different colors, we had this stuff at our house. So we have different pieces of paper of construction paper of different colors. So you can lay out your construction paper. You can color sort all the different cars that you have at your house. We had all these different cars at our house. The other idea that I had, you might have this, if not, it's okay. We had some painter's tape at our house. You can do this in your room or in your living room. Ask mom and dad first, but you can take some painter's tape and tape that down on your carpet, and then you can make some roads and make like a little town or village, and you can play with your little cars. That's always fun. One other idea that I thought of was, why don't you pretend that you're gonna go on an airplane today? Pack a little suitcase, pretend you're getting on an airplane, you're flying to your favorite vacation, and just pretend that you're playing that you're on an airplane. I thought that would be so much fun. So those are some fun ideas that I came up with just things around our house. So if you have some good ideas, post your pictures on our Facebook so we can see what you guys are coming up with too, okay? We love you guys so much and we miss you so much. So I'll see you next time, okay?